Everybody, welcome back to the amazingest channel ever. And today, we're going to be making lasagna.
This is not your channel, FYI.
I think it's our channel.
I think it's our channel.
Agree to disagree.
Alright, that's good.
Okay.
Okay.
What first?
So
We're just gonna make this lasagna for dinner, and then they're gonna take the rest as school lunch tomorrow. 2 in 1.
Exactly.
Okay. Alright.
Are you tired of repeating yourself? Cook lasagna with my daughters and I as I walk you through 7 systems that will teach your daughter responsibility this school year and every day of the year. Mom, how many times have you said something like this today? Did you brush your teeth? Did you pack your lunch? Did you put your homework in your backpack? Did you charge your laptop? Did you clean your room? Did you take your water bottle? Did you forget your permission slip? And so many more. And then 5 minutes later, did you hear me? If this sounds familiar, then this video is for you. Because one of the most exhausting parts of motherhood is feeling like you have become your daughter's human reminder system. And sometimes we don't even realize how much mental load we're carrying. We're remembering their assignments. We're remembering what day she has practice. We're remembering when our project is due. We're remembering that she needs deodorant. We're remembering that she needs to put her clothes away. We're remembering that Tuesday is library day. We're remembering everything and then reminding her of everything. And then we wonder, why doesn't she remember anything unless I tell her? But here's something I've been thinking about. What if the answer isn't more reminders? What if the answer is better systems? Because ultimately, we're not just raising daughters who can follow our instructions. We're raising future women who need to know how to manage their time, their responsibilities, their belongings, their commitments, their relationships, and even their own family eventually. So today, we're going to talk about how to move from reminding to systems, from nagging to routines, from managing to training, and from dependence to ownership. And I'm just going to give you practical systems that you can start implementing in your home from today. So first of all, let me say this. Reminding your daughter isn't bad. Children need reminders. They're learning. Their brains are developing. They don't have the experience we have. So this isn't about saying, I told you once, go figure it out. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about chronic reminding when you, the mom, becomes responsible for remembering something your daughter ought to remember. There's a big difference between supporting responsibility and carrying responsibility. Sometimes, without realizing it, we carry so much responsibility for our daughters that they never fully experience the weight of managing it themselves. So the goal here is self-management. I want you to remember this phrase. Don't just manage your daughter, teach your daughter to manage herself. That's the goal. When our daughters are little, we manage almost everything for them. We decide their bedtime, we lay out their clothes, we pack their bags, we organize their schedule. That's appropriate. But as they grow, there should be a gradual transfer of responsibility. Think of it like this. Stage 1, I do it for you. Stage 2, we do it together. Stage 3, you do it and I check. And then stage 4, you do it independently. That's how responsibility develops. But sometimes we accidentally get stuck between stages 2 and 3. Our daughters get older, but mom is still managing everything. And then suddenly she's 17, 16, 18, and gets frustrated that she doesn't take initiative. But initiative needs somewhere to develop. Independence needs practice, responsibility needs practice, organization needs practice. So instead of asking, how do I get my daughter to remember? Try asking, what system would help her remember without me? So let's start with system 1. Create a morning routine. Morning can be a very long stream of instruction. Get dressed, brush your teeth, get your shoes, get your backpack, get your lunch box. Did you put on deodorant? Come downstairs. It's time to go. And so on. So instead of that, write down everything that needs to happen before she leaves. Make it into a checklist for her that she can Either put on the mirror, bedroom door, closet, or even hand over to her where she can easily grab it. Then instead of saying, "Did you brush your teeth?" you can just say, "Check your morning list." Notice the difference? You're no longer giving her the answer, you're directing her towards a system. And eventually, she wouldn't need you to ask her anymore because the list becomes a reminder. And that's the goal. Second system, create a home for everything. Here's another major source of mom reminders. Where are your shoes? Where are your school ID? Where's your charger? Where is your dance bag? Where is your water bottle? That has to stop. Create a home for everything and hold them accountable to making sure they put their stuff where you have created. A basket can be a system, a hook can be a system, a tray can be a system, a label drawer can be a system, and so much more. Number 3, the night before resets, you need to make sure you lay out all their items or ensure they lay out their items the night before. Create the 10 to 15 minutes evening reset. Before bed, check tomorrow's schedule. Ensure they have their backpack ready. They charge their devices. They choose their clothes. They pack sports equipment if necessary. And then they put their shoes by the door. They also refill their water bottle if needed. Then ask, what does tomorrow require? I love that question because we're teaching our daughters something bigger than packing the backpack. We're teaching them preparation, and preparation is a life skill. One day, the question won't be, what do I need for school tomorrow? It will be, what do I need for work tomorrow, or what do I need for that presentation? Number 4, weekly planning. As your girls or daughters get older, introduce a weekly planning system. Maybe Sunday evening, just gather and sit down together and ask, what is happening this week? Test, projects, church activities, sports, appointments, birthday party, spirit week, school events, and so much more. Then ask them, what do you need to do to prepare? This is very important. Don't answer too quickly. Let them think. If she says, I have a science project due on Friday, don't immediately interject or say, okay, you need to work on it on Monday or Tuesday. Ask her, what's your plan? Let her develop the plan. Maybe her plan isn't as good as yours, but that's okay. Remember, we're developing a skill. You can coach her. Do you think Thursday night will give you enough time? What happens if something comes up? What materials would you need? You can direct her and be a coach. And then fifth system is similar to the first one. Visual checklist instead of verbal reminders. Are there chores that your daughters do, like cleaning the bathroom on the weekends? If you have to remind them every single day on the steps they need to do that, it might be time to also create a checklist. Create a checklist system for everything that you constantly remind them for, and before you know it, they get used to it. For instance, if you're constantly correcting her on how she cleans her room, create a room checklist. If you're constantly reminding on how to clean the bathroom, create a checklist on how to clean the bathroom, so that way you can direct her when she comes to you and say, I need help. Go check your checklist. And as your girls get older, teach them how to make use of calendars, alarms, whiteboards, or even their phone reminder if they have one. Remember, we're teaching our daughters how to externalize their memory. Adults do this all the time. We use calendars, we use alarms, we use our notepads, we use grocery lists and planners, and so much more. So do the same for them. And then number 6, let natural consequences teach. This one can be hard for mothers. Sometimes the system is in place and she still doesn't use it, and we're tempted to go to the rescue. She forgot her water bottle. You notice it sitting on the counter. You're already in the car and everything inside you wants to go grab it. Sometimes, depending on the situation, grab it. We're mothers and we know that grace matters. But sometimes, let her forget the water bottle. Let her experience, oh, I didn't check my list. Not every forgotten item needs to become an emergency for you, mama. Safe, age appropriate natural consequences can teach what 20 reminders couldn't. The goal isn't to punish them, the goal is connection. My choices produce outcomes. And the last system is stop doing what your daughter can do. This one might step on our toes a little bit, but sometimes the system that needs changing is us. We have to ask, Am I doing anything for my daughter that she's developmentally capable of doing herself? Like packing her school bags, cleaning her room, checking her grades, remembering her assignments for her, and so much more. The list is endless. You can still be available, you can still coach, you can still help, but helping and taking over are not the same thing. And as you create these systems for your daughters, involve them and let them be part of the process. Ask them, what would help you remember? Where should we put this? Would you rather use a paper planner or your phone? What keeps making mornings difficult? What do you think we could change? And so much more. If this video has helped you, please do share with another mom who feels like she said, how many times do I have to remind you? About 25 times today. And in the comments, tell me, what's one thing you're tired of reminding your daughter to do? Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day and see you in the next video.